Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of TFC HQ presented by Kia. Marie Papadakis alongside Gareth Wheeler. Now Gareth, positive atmosphere here at BMO Training Grounds. 4 in a row for the team. We're obviously heading into Atlanta, Mercedes-Benz Stadium, massive stadium for the team. But before we get into Saturday's match, let's talk about Jonathan Osorio. He has proven himself to be one of the best midfielders in the league thus far.
Yeah, and I think that there's a conversation that started to brew heading into Wednesday's MLS All-Star game that Jonathan Osorio should be there. 8 goals on the regular MLS season thus far, 14 goals in all competitions, and he firmly believes that he is one of the top midfielders in this league, and it's hard to argue. Through difficult times, Osorio has been the glue that's kept this team together to a certain degree. Him and Michael Bradley have logged so many minutes, by far the most on this team, and just the way that he continues to grow and adapt and evolve as a player at 26 years of age, it's impressive, Maria, and it's coming at the right time for him as well. He's in a contract year, which bodes well for the next paycheck, which will be coming his way.
Well, for more, let's hear from the team after training today.
Jonathan is obviously with confidence. He's always a guy, though, with us, he's always a guy who's gotten into good spots, and then it's been a matter of choice of finish, how quickly he's been able to release things, the quality of the finish, things like that. But he's always gotten himself into good spots, and now I think his spots are maybe just a little bit better. He's finding little better windows to finish. His choice of finish and quality of finish is just a little better, and the result of that is that his tally is way up in terms of goals. And a lot of that is it's confidence. And when you have a lot of confidence, you see things just a little bit differently on the field than maybe you do if you're not quite as confident.
I think just being aggressive, going to the net. A lot of my goals are in the 6-yard box, just getting on the end of things. So I think it's a strength of mine to make late runs, and that's mostly what it is. Other than that, just confidence to play obviously helps a lot, and trust and the belief in myself. But honestly, I'm just happy we're starting to win again. That's the only thing I care about.
So obviously this week there's a stretch of games coming up for Toronto FC, Canadian Championship, regular season match in Atlanta. So what do we expect from the team this week?
I honestly think, Maria, this 2 weeks is going to make or break the season. They play Atlanta, of course, the top team in the Eastern Conference to kick things off, followed by a trip to the West Coast to take on the Vancouver Whitecaps in the first leg of the Canadian Championship. Then back at home against New York City FC, one of the other top teams in Major League Soccer, out of the second leg of the Canadian Championship. 4 games with massive repercussions. If a playoff spot was an absolute certainty, then perhaps you'd rest players against Atlanta and New York, keeping the Canadian Championship in mind, knowing that that's your way back into the CONCACAF Champions League. But really, TFC cannot afford to drop too many points over the course of the regular season as well in their pursuit of a playoff spot. So look, all hands on deck. It's 2 weeks of hard football. The cream needs to rise to the top. In Toronto FC, it bodes well for them that they're playing some of their best football of the season over the last few weeks heading in.
So obviously with this stretch of games, Gareth, you need the help of all the players. Let's talk about who's back and who's coming back.
Well, Oro's back in full training. He's going to be in contention for Saturday's game in Atlanta. Really the only absolute absentee for this upcoming weekend is Drew Moore. He's on the road to recovery. He's knocking on the door. The fact that players are now healthy, it really lessens the need to bring in terms of being in a desperate situation, having to bring in a player.
Well, we wish Liam Fraser and Sebastian Jovinko all the best of luck for the MLS All-Star festivities this week. But for more information on TFC, you can go to torontofc.ca.